Hi, I'm Dr. Felicia CATARELLA, and I'm a physical therapist and strength and conditioning specialist here at Balance Physical Therapy. Today, I want to talk to you guys about bridge progressions. So we'll start with just the basic bridge. What you're going to do is lie down on your back, and you can use a pillow or not use a pillow, just personal preference. The important part is that you engage your core. So the easiest way to make sure that you have a neutral spine and you're engaging your core is to first practice just maybe tipping your pelvis forward and then backward, and then finding that neutral spot, so somewhere in between the two extremes. I'm not going to have my back completely rounded and flat against the table, but I'm also not going to have it arched up the table. So once I find that neutral lumbar lordosis, natural curve, I'm then going to draw my belly button in. So I'm going to activate my transverse abdominis. Once I do that, I'm going to keep that muscle activated as I then lift my hips up off the table, pushing through my heels so that I engage my glute max here. I want to avoid arching my back too much as I lift up. And then I'm going to come back down slow. So it's going to look just like this. I'm getting good engagement here. I'm not overstressing my back, and I'm activating my core. You want to go up as high as you can tolerate, ideally so that there's a straight line from knee all the way down. But some people who have tight hip flexors might not get up as high. Okay, now to make that harder, what we can do is a variation of things. You can get up into the bridge, hold your position, keep your spine neutral, core engaged, and you can add a bit of a march. Now when you do this, it's important that you don't let your hips tip or rock side to side. So I'm pushing up, I keep myself stable, I'm not dropping down, I'm not rotating. And you're really going to feel your glute kick in on each side as you do this. The next variation is a single leg bridge. You can stick your leg out straight or up. Difference with this is if it's lower, it's going to put more strain on the back. So you want to make sure you have enough core strength to be able to stabilize your pelvis with your leg lower. So for me personally, I do about 45 degrees. You're going to tighten your core and you're going to lift up without dropping the hip, rotating, or arching the back. Good. Okay, the next variation, you can take something as simple as a band. You can take a belt or a strap, and you're going to put that around your knees. This is going to add a little bit of activation of your hip abductors or your gluteus medius and minimus. And so same idea, you'll come on your back. And the idea here, you're still going to use your core, but you're also going to be putting pressure out on that band or on a belt, whatever it is you're using. And you're going to keep your thighs parallel the whole time. You don't want to let that band pull you in. And then you'll lift up and back down. While you're up in your bridge, you can even add an opening and close for that extra added glute activation. Good. Okay. And if that's not enough of a challenge for you, you can move on to something like a ball bridge. You can take a stability ball like this. It could be a little bit smaller, it could be a little bit larger. This is 65 centimeter ball, pretty standard size. What you'll do is put your legs straight on the ball. The closer the ball is to you, the easier it's going to be. The further away, the harder, because you're increasing the lever length. So the same thing with the other type of bridge, you want to make sure that you find your neutral spine, tighten your abdominals, and then you're going to lift up into that bridge. Now the difference with the ball is that now I have to stabilize myself because the ball rolls. So you're working your core a little bit more with this one. And if we want to make this harder, we can do a single leg bridge like this. You could add in a hamstring curl like that. Making sure you maintain that neutral spine. And then if you want to get really fancy, you can do a single leg hamstring curl. Okay? So those are just a few variations of a bridge that you can do at home with little to no equipment or very inexpensive equipment. If you found this video interesting or helpful, please visit us on our website or follow us on Instagram at BalancePTMove.